What's going on, world, man? Your boy Hoop Jargon back with another video, man. It's been 4 long months since I've been on this thing, man. It's how they say life been life, and so been taking care of a few things, and not want to do no shows, just to be real with you. But today we coming back like never done before, and I'm gonna bring a guy in who knows a lot about sports, who has a lot of good perspectives that I think you guys can appreciate and enjoy. And if you guys know how you get down in the internet streets, he plays no games, he pulls no punches. And without further ado, let's bring my guy out, man, Mr. Fantastic 824. What's up, bro?
Yo, what up, man? What's going on, bro?
Man, same old 1-2, man. So I had to, hop back into the party the right way. So I want to bring another hoop mind up here so we can, chop game up a little bit.
Indeed, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Already. Man, I must be getting nervous. My nose sweating and shit. Damn. But anyway, man, without further ado, y'all hit the like button your way in. Make yourself comfy, make yourself cozy. We're going to hit these topics and, I guess, shit, I've been gone for a minute. Hit the hype button. That's the new shit now. Hit the hype button. Whatever the hell that is. Go tap that one time for your boy. But so let's go ahead and get to the first topic, man. So we're gonna before I even do that, let me give a shout out to my alma mater, Prairie View A&M, winning the SWAC as the 8th seed, winning the tournament, winning the play-in game against Lehigh University with the 2-16 seeds, and then we caught that issue against Florida. We ain't gonna talk about that. But shout out to my Panthers out there, man, of having a very improbable finish to the year, winning the SWAC and representing well in the first round of the play-in tournament. So shout out to my PV Panthers out there and all the SWAC fans out there. Let me put that out there as we going. So since we're talking about college, let's talk about a big topic, man. Let's talk about NIL culture, NIL, the era that, because let's put things in perspective. In 2020, is it 2020 when that first started?
No, not 2020. Hell no, not that far back. I want to say NIL has been around officially. Well, probably the start of it, you're probably right, but the initiation of it is only like 2 years old. So I want to say 2023 okay. Or 2024.
So it's relatively new, because I remember when they first passed the legislation out here in California, everybody was like, oh, shit, they about to start paying players. And it seemed kind of like a pipe dream, but now here we are, 6 years upfield, 4 years officially, to appreciate the correction on that. Now we're starting to see like the ball game literally changing, man. So I just kind of want to, lead in a little bit. Let's talk about how the NIL era has changed the landscape of America, as far as recruiting, as far as the competition level, so on and so forth. And then we're going to talk about some of the new rules that they just implemented, to put y'all fully on game to know what's going on. But first thing first, man, as a lifelong sports fan like me, observing the college, landscape, what's your first impression about, like, what you've seen the last, let's say, 3 years with the new NIL era?
Definitely, bro. You see a shift, right? More so football than it is basketball. I think basketball is going to take a little bit more time to pick up, because the basketball in college is not as profitable, right? Football is way bigger. So I think the attention that's being given to basketball is going to catch up here soon. You definitely have some players that are getting that notoriety. But overall, man, you're seeing a lot more these quote unquote smaller schools get some of the premier players due to that NIL money.
Yeah. From my perspective, it's basically bringing to light what we've already known has been happening, which is, you basically playing the here we go. Shout out to my guy, the Pope. Hello. We've already been seeing this, man, from Reggie Bush, getting his Heisman taken because a bag man dropped money to his family, to Cam Newton allegedly getting about $300,000 to go to Auburn. I mean, you name the names, that they got a backstory for. You feel me? So
yeah, Shaq just came out and straight said it. Chris Webber never admitted to it, but yeah, man, something that's been going on for forever. And they finally made it legal.
And what I'm saying, so I gotta say that it gives me a little bit of vindication. Let me put it that way. That I've been saying this for years, man. Like, I played Division I basketball. Now I ain't played a level where they was hooking you up like that, but I played with the level where they would give you, chunk you a few dollars if you needed it. The local dentist shake your hand with a little bit of money in it. I've seen that happen, right? So we talking about mid to low mid. When I seen this, so I can only imagine what goes on at the high major, because I can remember in particular, we played against University of Texas my freshman year when I was at Stephen F. Austin. We saw the player parking lot of cars. I'm like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You telling me broke college students got Lexus and Mercedes and clean? I ain't talking about no hand-me-down shit. That shit. Yeah. Niggas had some fresh off the lot stuff. You feel me? So this has been, the worst kept secret of all time. And so now it's coming to the forefront. Let me say this too. This is just so contradictory to what like universities were saying that, oh, well, we barely turned a profit. Oh, this is a non-profit entity running sports. I'm like, but you can pay your coach $10 million. I ain't the smartest man in the world.
Yeah, yeah, who the hell they think they fooling, man? And remember the I think it was the UConn coach that Trump dude off. And he's like, we create more revenue for the school than any program at the school.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what they would be talking about saying that wild shit.
I think LSU said the same thing, man. I don't know if it's Les Miles or whoever the coach was at the time, but they were saying like, how come the football facilities get upgraded every other year, and the library here is falling apart? I was like, he was like, because the library don't generate what we generate. Next question. I mean, how they say the quiet out.
Yeah, you don't need no economics class for that.
You damn sure don't. But people act so incredulous, like this is not going on. But now again, in the NIL era, now it's kind of dispelled all that. Like this is legit going on. Like so let's just be upfront about it. Let's stop playing about it. And now here we are, man. And so, just even from I won't put his numbers out there, but a kid I coached in middle school, he just finished up at USC playing football. He's starting center. Man, he got a bag, man. I'm just like, they paying you what? I'm like, boy, you better save that money, man. So, what he did with his money is what he did with his money. But all I'm saying is the kind of money they throwing at players who ain't even like the feature player, it's life-changing money. They getting at like 22, 23, 24 years old. So this is just a new era, man. So now we kind of like the backdrop about what the NIL situation is. How do you think that's impacted the quality of play overall, in either sport? You can pick with either one.
The quality, I think the quality's definitely stayed there. You hadn't seen a decline, but you have got a couple of motherfuckers caught up in these point shavings. That's definitely a thing. So, anytime that money's involved, man, and that's another big part of this too. Now that betting is legal or whatnot, what have you, it's been a couple of players caught up in those scandals. So I think that's a big part of it. But performance-wise, man, I hadn't seen a drop-off. Hell, we ain't even talked about it, but just even women's basketball, thanks to fucking old girl Caitlin, that shit caught more eyes than you could have ever imagined. So yeah, it's definitely been a great product.
Yeah. Well, and also, man, I just think, like, again, it's bringing the quiet conversation to light. And so what you see with the NIL era is that you basically have these stacked up teams on top of stacked up teams, and these guys don't have to wait a year anymore. So I know that's kind of more like the OG rule, where if you went from school to school, you had to sit out a year. But like now you're just saying it's the highest bidder from year to year. And as a coach, if you miss out on the kid year one, guess what? You got 2 more years to still try to outbid the other program. And it's not even about pitching and winning. It seems, well, I mean, the winning is a part of the equation. But these kids will leave and they'll say all these things. And I'm going to put a young man on the hot seat, Jonathan Seaton, man. He left. Now, listen, he's too big for Colorado. Let's just keep it real. He went there and he was talking about how he want to go play for Coach Prime once you play for somebody that looks like you and all this. That was his pitch to get other guys to come in. Now, I get it. He's 18 years old. When you're 18 years old, you think you know every goddamn thing, and then you start learning the politics. You start learning, maybe that program ain't what you thought, and things change. So I'm not going to sit here and act like you can't change your opinion. But it's just funny how like that new NIL game will have somebody who's supposed to be so convicted that I'm going to go play for a black coach and we're going to shine together and all this. 2 years later, that boy hop ship LSU, and not only that, he throwing shots. He throwing shots like, yeah, they care about winning over here. What do you think about
And
that?
that Munyon started talking, as the young fella say, man, that Munyon gonna talk every time. You feel me? So yeah, man, especially like, so I think they're having some of the biggest scandals in football, in things or whatnot, what have you. And speaking of Coach Prime, he's one of the he's one of the biggest supporters and criticizers of it, because he's like, hey man, you leave this motherfucking school or you don't pay in the bowl game, you gotta get some of that money back.
Yeah.
So I think this is, they're trying to kind of building the plane as they fly with the thing, because like I said, they have made a couple of adjustments, and like a major adjustment from last year to this year. Because I know now, last year with football, they used to be able to have 2 seasons, like spring season and then the regular season or whatever, I guess. But now they only got one. And the rules and things that they're trying to change up and make the adjustments so it's fair all the way around. Because again, as much as you don't want the programs taking advantage of the student athlete, you don't want the student athlete taking advantage of the program. So
Right. And that's the whole thing too. Like, because I understand that a lot of people gonna side with the student athlete because, like, they're more touchable. And I remember just growing up being more of a fight the power kind of mentality guy. Like, it used to really bug me that the university makes all this money off a certain student athlete, and rightfully so. I mean, you should be a little perturbed by that. It's like, okay, key example. I remember Johnny Manziel was saying how he basically a broke college kid. He looking around the stadium, everybody got a number 2 jersey on, but nothing on the back. Because back then they played that goofy game where they use your likeness, but they didn't, necessarily put your actual name on the back, so they can make it like it's a generic Texas A&M jersey. But everybody,
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
ain't nobody
knows who it is.
Right.
It was like Jordan. It was like Jordan number 99 on what was it? Double. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
No, it's real talk. So they played this game for a long time. So again, I love to see the student athlete win, because that's life-changing money if you spend your money right. Now, on the converse of that, I don't want to see these kids running to the schools. I don't want to see it. I'm sorry. That's a controversial take. I don't want to see kids telling coaches what they are and what they're not going to do. If you guys ain't play sports like that, that is bad, 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 bad juju. When you basically come into a practice arena and coach is like, hey, man, you need to hurry up and get dressed. And now we're in the era now, like, fuck you. I get dressed when I feel like. And that's what we're teetering towards. So, and this kind of brings us to our next pivot. And that's why what you're seeing now is the NCAA is kind of tweaking those rules a little bit, which I knew was going to happen. I knew it wasn't going to be an arms race and guys can just have all this mobility. And then, like Coach Prime said, you hop your ass in that portal, you might get stuck in that portal. So now we're kind of seeing a little more of that, coming to fruition, that it's not the wild, wild west anymore. It's starting to get regulated. And I'm pretty interested to see how that's going to affect the competition standpoint, because as we all know, Indiana won a straight pay-for-play situation this year, straight up. They got their money together. I think it was like $50 million. They went out and bought the best players and bought a championship. Indiana Hoosiers will probably never, ever again win a football championship ever. But they put the plan together, and it worked.
Hey.
And, hey, man, more power to them.
Put that shit together perfectly, bro. Because nobody, I promise you, nobody outside of Indiana had Indiana winning the fucking national championship last year.
Correct.
Nobody.
Correct. So now let's talk about the changes a little bit. Now, what's some of the changes that you see that you find interesting for the new pivot that the NCAA has pretty much implemented?
So definitely from the, I guess, like the seasons or the options, cutting it down from 2 to 1. The weird rule. What's the weird rule about? So especially from because what Calipari was going off about players that were formerly drafted NBA players and international players that might be eligible coming up. Yeah. So that right there, I think, is extremely controversial. Grown ass men with pro experience being able to come back. I think that's something they're definitely going to look into and change. But outside of that, like you said, just the not having to wait if you hop in the portal and if you picked up or whatever. I think that's it's really pro player right now.
Yeah, and see, now I ain't gonna lie, that's the rule that pissed me off. I think the brother plays for Baylor. This dude played like 2 years in the G League and then got a chance to go back and go play at Baylor. I'm just like, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing here?
I was with Calipari on that. I was because when he said it, I just thought, I'm like, well, no, maybe I'm, but no, That's what he said. Like, nah, man, you can't be a grown man and actually been in the motherfucking NBA draft and enter the draft. That kills your eligibility. And so if you can't play with that rule. And now you got, as good as these kids are, right? You know what I'm saying? Now you got a guy that has NBA experience or G League experience and overseas experience coming back, dogging these little kids out. Everybody that's not I'll say like a lottery pick for the most part, because he's bigger, he's stronger, he's more experienced, and all these other things.
And you say it kind of tongue in cheek, but it's kind of right when you say little kid, because here's the reality, guys. These coaches don't want no damn freshmen no more. They don't want freshmen. They want dudes who got real college experience, who are ready to go. And that's kind of screwing guys over from development. So what you're basically doing is you're getting these dudes playing hot potato with these schools, who up there like 21, 22, 23, as much as 26 years old in a lot of cases. And comparatively speaking, these 18, 19-year-olds, they're little boys. Like, look at Syracuse, for example. Kean Anthony is a baller. That boy a hooper, man. He couldn't find consistent starting minutes this year. And he a hooper, right? Because at the end of the day, I can't wait on his development. I got to bring in guys who are bigger, stronger, more, game hours. And I can kind of shift him in when I feel like it. When on the converse, his dad, Melo, was there day one, hit the ground running.
Oh, yeah. Melo is just a freak of nature. What I'm saying? Like I said, a bully. Melo's body type, like I said, his body type is totally different. So even though Melo was a freshman, like I said, he already had a grown man body in the game. So yeah, that's going, like you said, man, that's going to be real difficult, especially like you said, these coaches putting these teams together in the system, because college basketball is still real basketball. You run systems, it ain't just running gun or whatever. You run set, zone defenses, all these different things. So like you said, that in itself, having the experience of being able to play real system organized basketball is very, very important, especially if you're trying to end up, either a championship or at least a motherfucking Final Four every year.
Yeah. And again, this screws guys off development. I'm real big on that, man. I like to see a kid come from step one to step two and you're not cheating the process. And yeah, to fans' point, yeah, I mean, Melo was a man child. I remember my senior year of high school, we played in the Nike national tournament in Houston, and we had 10 Texas teams, 10 national teams. And in the national bracket, it was Oak Hill where Melo played. It was Westchester out here in LA where Hassan Adams played at. He ended up playing for the Raptors. Kendrick Perkins was in the league with Beaumont Ozen High School, so on and so forth. It's about 4 NBA players that you, when I say their name, it rings a bell. Like,
what it was.
Yeah, for example, Melo and Perk. Anyway, I remember when we played our game, good game. It was Patton played against Westfield High School, and after that, Oak Hill played. And I remember watching Carmelo play. I mean, we're the same age. I'm watching Carmelo play. I'm like, shit. I don't know what I thought I was about to do going to the NBA. I'm like, I ain't close to that nigga, right? I ain't close. Because everything you see Melo do his entire career, he was doing that in high school. Facing people up, sizing up, like you say, in that bully ball, put you on his back, rolling off of you, finishing strong. Like, Melo played the exact same since he'd been about 16 years old. So, he's an anomaly to your point. But his son, which is, a light version of him, who's nice, man. Keon Anthony's nice.
He's solid, but he's definitely, like I said, he's definitely a guard, face-up guy. He's. I'm not saying he's never going to be Melo, but like I said, he has to have a lot of, like I said, physical development to ever get to where Melo would be.
Absolutely. And shout out to XL Pro. Good to see you, bro. Been a while, man. Good to see you around these parts. Yeah, I mean, and so another example I'm going to make is your boy Elijah Arenas, baller. Gilbert Arenas kid. That boy out there. I don't know if you watched him play at USC this year.
I've seen a couple of highlights with him at USC.
Yeah, he had a few like 25-point games and I think he had a 30-point game too. But he didn't consistently start either. So it's like, it's funny in this era, like, again, priority goes to the more veteran, more grown man body kids, whereas like our era, if you're exceptional, you got a chance to go out there and show what you did, what you could do rather, year one. So now it's kind of harder to follow the game because these dudes switch jerseys. Like, you know, after the NBA game and with the jersey swap, it's like, you know, every other, you know, 8 months, it felt like, hey, grateful, you know, everybody go on Instagram with this fucking long ass shit that Chat GPT done wrote up for them about how they appreciate the fans and I'm entering the portal. Well, I'm about tired of them committed and them posts. I hate it. I hate it, man. Like, when did we start doing this shit?
Hey, man. Everything automatic now, man. Everything is like you said. You know what I mean? You got to figure it out no more. Just, hey, Chat GPT, we put it together, man. Make me sound somber and excited at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, it's ridiculous, man. You know, it is what it is. It's hard not to be an old head when you watch all this shit come into place. Because, again, we remember how things was for us. Like, you had to stick out your commitments. And that damn show ain't the case now with these kids moving. So, you know, I don't want to be, you know, get off my lawn too much on that. But, let me say this last thing, too. Now, this has kind of been a controversial thing with, like, Mo Williams, basically having a situation where he left Jackson State University and his son decommitted from Jackson State, and he's over at Kentucky as well. So, like, we're kind of seeing, like, man, that's a big-ass jump when, you know, you committed to Jackson State and Kentucky comes and swoops you. Oh, and that's what's actually going on now as well on the football side. It's almost like these lower conferences, the SWAC and the MEAC in particular, it's almost like a audition stage, even from coaches. You go there, you prove yourself, and you can go straight up to like the SEC, to the Big 12, to the Big 10, man. So your thoughts about kind of the dichotomy there?
Yeah, man. Like I said, that's the major thing too for, like, you know, the smaller schools and you to show your talent there. If you dominate there, you definitely gonna be getting a call from SEC, Big 10, ACC, all these different things, whatnot, what have you. So, and the coaching shit is crazier to me, right? But again, shout out to Coach Prime. I think he started that for the most part, right? Having that deal, and then, you know, seeing how much a coach can change it, because what the Mississippi coach did, the Ole Miss coach did the same shit, right? I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. This motherfucker on a private jet with his family. You know what I'm saying? Before the college playoffs start. So yeah, man. Like you said, man, I just think, Ole Miss. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, man. It's just like you said, it's crazy, man, to see just how much the money has an impact and can have a major shift on the sport now.
Yeah. Okay, well, I just want to touch on that, man. I know we took a little time on the NIL. I know y'all came for the NBA, so we about to hop into that. But I got to just lay that out because that's a very interesting game within the game that's going on right now, and there's about to be yet another pivot. So it's going to be interesting to see how next year in both sports are going to, you know, hammer out where there's, you know, a little bit more limitations where guys can't play 16,000 years. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm 42 years old. They're like, I'm seeing some of these situations. I'm like, hey, man, I can give you a few back in that.
I give you a strong motherfucking 3 minutes. You know what I mean, or something, bro. Hey, you gonna throw me 50,000, 100,000? That ain't nothing. You gotta think too, like, bro, these kids getting millions of dollars, man. So you gotta think, bro. Like, $100,000 ain't nothing.
Hey, man, I got 5 files in me. I come out there.
Strong one too. Damn, this whole nigga. Hey, I shut that paint down, bro.
Hey, man, hey, you need your personal Draymond who will crash out? I got you, man.
Hey, definitely got you.
I got you. All right, so the switch gears over, man. So let's talk a little bit about the NBA. So, man, you know, it's a lot of topics, a lot of different angles we can go at. You know what? Let's start here. Let's start with the changing of the guard, man. Like, so what's some of your takeaways of, like, how the NBA was, let's say, 3 years ago, where the Warriors were still intact, to where the NBA is now, whereas Klay Thompson is obsolete. Anthony Davis is on his 3rd team since that point. Who else? KD is on his 3rd team since that point. LeBron James is on his last legs as being a very, you know, superstars already.
Yeah, some shit we never thought we'd see. LeBron James taking a secondary role.
Right.
LeBron James being an actual role player.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts about the changing of the guard of what you see going on now of what the NBA was, again, like, let's say 3 years ago?
Yeah, man, like you said, bro. A lot of help, but the disappearing of Ja and motherfucking Zion, right? So
Woo!
the two guys that were going to be some of the most promising stars, bro. They motherfucking flame dwindling a lot. The emergence of Wemby and his dominance. You know, like I
Mhm.
said, 3 years. That the 2 years ago, his first year he was shut down, and he had a lot of minutes injury. Last year, same thing. I think he had blood clots, and now him completely, totally starting out and continuing a MVP style season. Your boy, always not MJP Porter, Michael
Yeah,
Porter
yeah, yeah.
Jr. MPJ, Michael Porter Jr. getting his shot, showing that he can be a number one option. Like you said, hell, KD on his fucking third team, James Harden on his third team,
Yeah.
James Harden doing it. Like you said, man, it's just a lot of stuff, a lot of motion, bro. It just shows you in the drastic change that can happen in 3 years. SGA becoming who he is, you
Mhm.
know, clearly, you know, depending on what they do this season. Last season had one of the greatest complete seasons of all time. So yeah, man, just a lot of stuff, man. A lot of changes over the last 3 years. The young boy is definitely, though, you know, out on the way out.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
the
like
old
it.
they take
Yeah, taking the old heads out. Yeah, yeah, I get what you're
yeah,
saying.
they're taking the old heads out of the way.
Yeah, because I'm tired of this Jimmy Butler going to the Warriors. Like, man, enough of that. Enough of that trying to put the old dudes together and trying to, man, them dudes our age, man. So I can appreciate them still out there hooping. I can appreciate that. But the game looks bad when you got all them old dudes like Draymond Green. I can't stand to watch nothing he do out there on the basketball court. His
All
time is
Draymond
gone,
out there to
man.
do is get texts. All he got to do
Come
is get
on.
texts and start some shit. So I don't even understand. Outside of him having the contract money that he has, yeah, bro, he's just in the way.
He's in the way, man. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of. Well, I'm glad they broke the Klay Thompson thing off, but he's going to Dallas. He can't really shoot like that no more. I'm tired of the who's coming to the Lakers for LeBron thing, and I'm glad the Lakers have kind of stayed pat and building through Luka Doncic because obviously that's what you do when you go get a Ferrari. You let a Ferrari run. You don't tether a Ferrari to a tow truck and let the tow truck pull the Ferrari. Absolutely not. You let the Ferrari go, and y'all know what I mean by the tow truck, right? But no, it's a beautiful thing, man. And so we talked about Wemby, and I love what's going on in Detroit, man, with Cade Cunningham. Like, and shout out to Coach JB Bickerstaff going over there and telling them, man, we ain't wearing no damn hoodies. Y'all gonna bring y'all ass to practice on time. If y'all remember things in context, there was a lot of pushback over that. Him coming over there with the old school rules, even though he's a younger coach, but you know, he learned from his dad. What's his dad name? Bernie Bickerstaff. That, you know, because he had his tenure with the Rockets, taking the team over, it didn't work out so well. So what it seems like to me is he like, okay, he got back in his bag. Like, who am I as a coach? What am I representing? I'm not going to be, because, well, to put things in context, he had to be under James Harden to be the coach for the Rockets. And you know how that game was when Harden was in his prime. You can't tell him to do shit. Like, it's like, it's roll the ball out and say pass the ball to James. That's how that coach's tenure went, his first thing. But now you saw he got his real opportunity. And to a team like, I mean, 3 years ago, who the hell want to coach the damn Detroit Pistons? Nobody. Garbage. So to see what they're doing over there, currently number one in the East, I believe, doing that thing. And also, man, finally seeing LaMelo Ball kind of start playing some serious basketball, not just, you know, hooping outside, backyard bonanza basketball. He gonna be in the playoffs. That's all I want to see.
Hey, that man, listen, LaMelo is scary, bro. And
yeah.
what makes it, he's even, I know he's taking it a little bit more serious, but he's not even taking it serious yet. So whenever I know his free agency up, but when he's got an option, that's probably gonna be one of the most sought after guys, bro. Because he still got him in his rookie contract. So that's gonna be one of the most sought after guys, bro. When he has a chance to move, because it's just effortless, bro. He can literally do everything with that ball. If he could just play a little bit of defense, bro. Like I said, this is crazy.
It is. And it's funny that, you know, mentioning Golden State could have had him, but Steve Kerr and his super, you know how some people say woke.
Hey, speaking of old boy, Kuminga killing it in fucking Atlanta.
Yeah.
Killing it in Atlanta, bro.
Hey, the more time goes to show that Kerr probably ain't as great as a coach as we thought. It's showing.
Man.
I mean, respect to the championship they won 3 years ago. Now that was impressive. With the that it was like their last run. From my opinion, but they're holding on to Draymond too long. But backing up, to your point about Kuminga, it looked like Steve Kerr he didn't know how to use him. But Kuminga is like, as soon as he broke free, he's like, give us three. Shit, he over there doing his damn thing.
Yeah, man, they was putting the dirt on his name. Said his family was putting too much on the crab table. You know what I'm saying? They was telling on him, man, bro. They was trying to make Kuminga look bad, bro. You know what I mean? He said that, and then what made it so bad is, like you said, Kerr shelved him, bro. So Kerr was hurting this man money and hurting him. So I'm glad it worked out for him, bro, because Atlanta said, they trying to set up something to get a long-term contract.
Yeah. And we all saw it in flashes. And so kind of going back to the Kerr mishap thing, apparently they didn't draft LaMelo because he was so anti, LeVar Ball being a part of the equation that he didn't want nothing to do with LaMelo. And as you know, they drafted James Wiseman instead. Not a horrible pick, for the need, want to bring a big man in who's versatile. But I mean, whoever vetted him before, and you didn't see how emotional that kid was, man, I hope that same person ain't working for the Warriors no more, because I'm sorry. He always been a crybaby. And here we are like 5 years upfield. Same shit. I don't think is he playing for anybody right now? I think he got cut.
No, I'm pretty sure Wiseman got cut.
Yeah. So it's like this is a dude who's supposed to be a generational big man, about 7'1", left-handed. Got a nice little face-up game to him, but he just a bitch, man. We can just call it what it is. He just a bitch-made dude. And again, if Steve Kerr would have put his ego aside, in my opinion, I was saying this in 2020, like when this was going on before the draft, I was saying this on wax, that if the Warriors want to extend their run, you draft LaMelo and you slowly implement him, because effectively he would have been with Jordan Poole was with him 3 years ago. Because I mean, look, y'all know how much I hate Jordan Poole, but Jordan Poole was the spark they needed to keep that old thing back.
Yeah, and Melo definitely would have been a better version of Jordan Poole, man.
Yeah, 5 times better version of Jordan Poole.
Yeah, better version of Jordan Poole. Like you said, even with the Kuminga thing, that's Kerr's biggest, like you said, his ego, bro, and just dirty shit, just dirty. You know what I mean? Even with the Clay situation, because is he the GM too? I think he's the GM too. Kerr's the GM too, right? For Golden State, or is it still?
I don't know. He's the official GM. I think he has. I think was it Bob Myers, or is he still with him?
But either way it goes, like you said, bro.
Yeah, he has influence though. He has a big influence.
Yeah, you choosing Draymond. You choosing to keep Draymond there when Draymond hasn't been, even on that last championship run, bro. Hey, bro, you got us there. Hey, thank you for all your service. Get the fuck on, bro. Get Draymond the fuck up out of here. You give a Draymond a damn near full fucking contract, and this dude is clearly on the back end of everything. He's declined in everything he can do, even defensively, and now he's absolutely obsolete offensively. Yeah. So yeah, man,
And they say pride cometh before the fall. So man, Golden State could have still. I mean, think about the money, because he's a California kid. They could have kept that money train going with Golden State. So now they got to play Steph until he can't walk no more. Like that's the
yeah. What's Steph's injury right now? What's wrong?
I don't know.
I just know he's injured. I don't know what the injury is. I saw him. I know he's been out for a little minute.
Yeah, they you're just trying to roll out. Yeah, because Draymond's by himself. He's been playing bad. Jimmy's been out for a long time. So yeah, man, it's just like. But they say pride come before the fall, man. Ego is a mug, man. And so I just wonder how they just missed that grand opportunity to bring a kid like that. And the best thing is, you wouldn't even have to roll him out early. Like you could have played him off the bench. Now you just got to listen to LeVar. LeVar gonna do what he do. But like by year 3, oh my God, you give him the keys. Let Steph play to the side of him. Let him run.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my God, you had Kuminga would have played well with him.
Oh my God. Yeah, listen, think about that, bro. Listen what you're saying, bro. They had the opportunity for LaMelo, right? Mm-hmm. You still got Steph. All Steph got to do is fucking run off screens and run the system. Mm-hmm. Now you got one of the best fucking ball handlers and shooters, one of the most dynamic offensive players, and he's 6'7", right?
Mhm.
Then you got Kaminga, who's a
Mhm.
motherfucking Swiss Army knife, can do everything on the fucking court. And
Mhm.
because of your, like you said, your pride, your ego, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? You definitely left a championship on the table, if not two more.
Yeah. With potential to like make Golden State still that place.
Exactly. After Steph retires, you you got Kaminga and motherfucking LaMelo being your Draymond and Steph or 2.0. But hey man, like you said.
It's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate, man. But I tell you one team that's not blowing their young acquisition. That's one San Antonio Spurs. Oh my God.
Bro, they got every pick right, bro.
Yeah.
They put that team together fucking perfectly.
Yeah. And so uncharacteristically, they swung and missed, bringing in DeRozan, but they kind of had to offload Kawhi, and that's probably the best option they had at the time. LaMarcus Aldridge didn't quite work out as that Tim Duncan replacement as they quite thought. And listen, man, it was two schools of thought for me looking at this. I'm like, okay, the Spurs, I know that they can bounce back. Now, they did lose Sam Presti to Oklahoma. Oklahoma basically made their image in San Antonio's precedence, right? But one thing I've always seen with San Antonio is they're smart and they're patient. So besides making that Kawhi move, they really don't make splash acquisitions, even in their heyday. And I remember, in fact, when they lost the championship in 2014 against the Heat, they made one move. The Heat went and got like two other people to load up. The Spurs went and got one person. You know who that is?
I forget who was that for 2017
Bellinelli.
Yeah, Bellinelli. Okay, yeah.
We got Marco Bellinelli and won a championship, and he was the whole difference. And the year before that, to get in the championship, they went and got Boris Diaw, who was done.
Hey, and oh my God, who? If Ray Allen don't hit that shot, bro.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Boris Diaw is the LeBron stopper. Motherfuckers don't. If motherfuckers go back and look at that finals, LeBron was so frustrated, bro, because even though Boris Diaw, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't, bruh, his size and his lateral movement, LeBron was so fucking frustrated because he couldn't get that shoulder past him. He would hit fucking Boris and Boris' ass right there.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, Brandon, like, bro, that it's crazy, bro. Like I said, it's how one shot, bro, changed everything, changed all the history.
Yeah. And for those in the cheap seats, I know you're gonna say, but you're LeBron stopper. LeBron averaged 20, 32, 89. But like if you watch the series though, when there's times where LeBron was supposed to take over and turn up, Boris Diaw was giving him a lot of issues.
Hey, a lot of trouble, bro. Lot of trouble. Like between Kawhi's actual fucking defense and making shit difficult, and then taking the physicality out of them, because a lot of motherfuckers don't understand that shit. So hey, you can be a physical motherfucker, right? You know what I mean? You can punch the motherfucker on offense, but if you get a motherfucker that's your size, that shit where. So you just running through motherfuckers, but as the motherfucker you try to run through and it's a brick wall, that shit wear you down too. So like you said, that's the part that people don't understand.
And if it don't wear you down just physically, it wears you down mentally, because now you're not comfortable going to your spots.
Yeah.
Now you got to think twice before you go to your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And that frustrates you, right? I remember like when I played, I used to hate when people used to box out too heavily, because I used to like catching tip dunks. That was my thing. So when I played against somebody who made it their mission, I played a few. They made their mission, like they stopped even watching the ball. It was to box me out every play, and that used to frustrate the hell out of me. And they would take me out of my game, because I'd be so mad at, so concerned with cussing the person out. Like, man, you sorry, you ain't even watching the ball. But they do what they coach told me to do. Frustrate me, keep me off the ball.
Exactly.
He doing his job. Because the way I played,
exactly,
if I
doing his damn job, bro.
Huh?
I say, yeah, doing his job.
Yeah. Because again, like if I caught a tip dunk, man, that shit would get me going. Like then I'm knocking the tray ball down. You know, I mean, like I'm basically untethered at that point. But if I can't even get off and I'm just hitting a little baby hook shot and I'm kind of having a nonchalant game, it's hard for me to turn up. But if I catch that one off the rim, especially when I was a junior college, oh God, game over. I'm about to put that one on your neck, and then I'm about to start talking shit. My teammates gonna talk shit, and we amped up. But we slow the ball game down, and I'm kind of getting some. I used to be real skinny back then. I couldn't get no deep post position like that. So if you just you turned me into a strictly post player, like you're gonna beat us. So those little things matter. Like kind of just point out to the little idiosyncrasies of the game. Because somebody can pull up a box score and say, "Oh, well, he wasn't no stopper." I'm like, okay, but you watching the actual flow of the game though.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. You're taking a star player away from his spots. So when you take him away from his spots, then you're making him make difficult shots, and you're making other people have to step up. Whereas, you know, if he had his way, then he's like he put everybody on his back. So spot on about the Boris Diaw, and also offensively, him being a good passing big was very good for them. Being able to run what they run. You know, being an almost throwaway guy. Because if you guys remember, Boris Diaw used to play. I think he started with the Hawks. You know, he's from France. He was super skinny, and he was athletic, but he wasn't really that good. He couldn't really stay on the floor. And so his renaissance, you know, coming back as a kind of I call him Blimpy off Popeye, he came back, you know, fat boy status, man. He turned to a whole other ball player, man. So that was very impressive to see, you know, him in that series, and not only that, just the back half of his career. So, all right, so we talked about that. We talked about the Spurs. Now, did we talk about Wemby yet?
A little bit. We ain't really get into it, but yeah, man, Wemby, bro.
Yeah,
hey, bro.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Really the alien. That's what they call it, the alien. This nigga alien for real, bro. Find this nigga spaceship.
He is, man. And the best part of what he does, besides his physical gifts, besides his athletic gifts, is he cares. Wemby cares. Like everybody, well, not everybody, but I saw a good amount of people laughing at Wemby because he was taking the All-Star game so serious because he was crying. I'm just like, dog, this is what we've been begging for like 2 decades.
Exactly. That's what we need, bro. Motherfuckers gotta want to play the game. Motherfuckers gotta want to win. Yeah.
Absolutely. And if you guys don't know, French guys are just wired a little different, man. I used to play ball in Switzerland, and a lot of French guys on the team. Like they're very, how can I put it? They're like rough personality guys. Like they aren't always for all the foo-foo and the laughing and playing. Like they're pretty serious, pretty stoic guys. So with Wemby, you know, because let's look down the line. Look at guys like Tony Parker, very stoic. Boris Diaw, very stoic. Nicholas Batum, very stoic. Fournier. I mean, we can go down the line. That's kind of what you get out of that ilk of players. And Wemby is all that, and he's super talented, and he's super tall. And so, like we were kind of saying pre-show, Wemby is doing things on both sides of the basket that we've never seen a guy do. Let alone this,
bro. Only some shit you would see on a video game. You look at Wemby, you actually think somebody controls this motherfucker with a controller, bro.
Yeah. Like consistently blocking 3-pointers like 2 steps out. Like almost him coming from the paint, blocking threes.
Being as big of a threat in the paint and on the perimeter from a blocking standpoint, bro, that changes the whole team's motherfucking layout, bro. It changes everything.
Absolutely. And not only like, so what you're learning, but what you're seeing from him too is like he's learning how to post. He's learning. He has a very potent face-up game. He can go coast to coast. He can spot up and shoot. And he has his jab step moves that he actually learned from Chris Paul. There's a video actually showing him learn them. His face-up moves. Like he has a good – see, here's a problem with some bigs, a lot of bigs. Their memory is terrible. So case an example, Dwight Howard. It's like Dwight Howard can't remember 2 moves. If you watch him play, all he had was that fake right, left hook shot. That's all he had. And I remember him working with
Yep.
Hakeem, and so
Little
no,
jump hook.
White brother, he's scary. He couldn't remember none of them moves.
It could never get none of the footwork right, bro. That boy had 3 left feet.
Yeah, straight up. So Wemby actually has he's a very cerebral player. So if you watch him, man, some people say, "Oh, he's just tall like that." No. He's out there giving crazy looks to these defenses, and he can dribble through a double team too.
Yeah, if you say that, if anybody that got anything like negative to say about Wemby, bro, all you play is 2K, and you can't be good at it because, like you said, the brother, like, bro, he don't have no holes because, like you said, he's such a fucking anomaly from a physiological standpoint. You've never seen a guy, like you said, it's fucking KG plus Kevin Durant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus 4 more inches pause. You know what I mean? Like we've never seen no shit like this, man.
Yeah, and the whole thing too, he's unselfish. He's a willing passer. He loves playing with Castle. Like they have like tremendous chemistry.
Yes.
And that's the thing you want to see. Like Wemby knows how good he is, but he doesn't have that ego like that. So going again back to that foreigner thing, like most foreigners kind of know how to separate. You know what I mean? From them having a lot of self-pride, but they learned to share the ball. And I can speak to that, having played overseas a few years. Like the way they're taught is way different than how these dudes over here are taught. Where like AAU it's an all me show, right?
Yeah, ISO City.
Correct. So over there, it's very taboo to ISO like that. Like coaches like really hate non-ball movement overseas. So you can tell that's Wemby's. That's the way he's been groomed. It's almost like he has to be forced to be selfish over here when that's not his nature. I mean, but when he's cooking like last night. I think he went for 41, 18, and 9 or something like that. Like just unreal because now here's where the league is really gonna be in trouble. When he starts to get his grown man body, because right now, it's just year 3, that puts him at about 21, I believe. When Wemby starts to put on some, now he won't ever get cock diesel. That ain't gonna happen. But like, just think about how Giannis Antetokounmpo has come out.
Exactly.
He was just as small as Wemby his rookie year, just as small, if not smaller, right? So you can put weight on. It's very possible. Now, how much? Who knows? But the crazy part about him is his high skill level. And I remember we talking about this pre-show about the comparisons, like from Shaq and others talking about he ain't nothing but bowl. I'm just like, no.
Shaq, sit your ass down, Shaq. Chill out, Shaq. I know we know that's your guys, but chill out, Shaq. Stop it, man.
Turn it out. Like, listen, man, and I ain't just talking like this shit is on wax. Y'all go look at my channel, and I'll even put it in the description. When I made a post saying all the Wemby posts, relax. And I just went down for like 20 minutes explaining, well, like, you have no clue what this kid gonna be. If you're looking at from where he started, and I was like, he gonna put on weight, he gonna wear butt up. And I was like, he gonna put on weight, and one thing he said after his first preseason game, when everybody was kind of, jumping on his case, they were saying how weak he looked and he looked slow. And they asked him after the game, he owned his shit. He was like, man, the game is faster than I thought. I got to take a little more time to learn the playbook, but I'll be fine. He ain't never looked back from that statement. He ain't never say, he ain't blamed nothing. He took accountability. He said, but I'll be fine. And here we are now, 3 years upfield. Arguably the best player in the NBA. What say you, fam?
Hey, man, I like SGA. Of course, you got Jokic up there and Luka, I think, but probably the top 3 or 4. Because you can't leave Jokic out, man. It's a damn shame, bro. Jokic is gonna average his second fucking triple double 2 years in a row, and this man probably not gonna win an MVP. Jokic's best years and Jokic's best seasons are gonna be non-MVP seasons back to back. It's crazy, but yeah, man. Hey, shout out to Luka, ex old lady, ex fiance. Hey, man, baby, thank you for doing whatever the fuck you did. Tell him fuck you, cheating on him, whatever you did, thank you. Luka, man, Luka is on fucking fire. Luka is out of this world right now, bro. So, but that right there, I got to go home team. I say 1A, 1B. and I think we got a better record too. I think we got a better record than the Spurs right now. I don't know. I think we do. But yeah,
above us actually.
we number 4, right? Number 4, number 3.
I think we're number 4. I think the Spurs number 2. Last time I looked.
Well, damn.
Last time I looked.
So well, they got the better record, so I have to give it to I have to give it to the Spurs. Then they got the better record. But so I'll definitely say it's Wemby, Luka, then SGA.
Okay.
Because SGA just got he hadn't really transcended from last year too much. I think he broke whose record? He broke Wilt's record for most 20-point games consecutive. I think something like that.
Damn,
but other than that, though, yeah, he ain't changed much, man. But those two guys are playing lights out, bro.
No, agreed, man. And shout out to SKC, the building, aka King of Coons, putting 10 on it. Also, faithful channel member.
What up, man?
Yeah, man. Shout out to SKC. I'm gonna say SEC. I'm tripping. Got my mind on basketball. Let me go ahead and run $1 bill for you.
You know what I mean, boy. Yeah. Money. Yeah. Money. Yeah.
Man, rest in peace, $1 bill. And AJ Johnson. I forgot what his name was on Players Club. As y'all know, it's one of my favorite movies of all time, man. So shout out to $1 bill and Henchman number 3, whatever his name was. Little man. That was his name on that. Little man. All right, so man, as we round the show out, man, and thank y'all for staying. Again, I know it's the first time in 4 months. You brought them pulled up, so I had to bring in somebody who commentary I know y'all would like. So hit the like button, hit the hype button, never. So whatever that is, and y'all subscribe if y'all new, man. If y'all like the commentary, I promise you, I'm going to be more consistent going forward. And so since we're talking about Luka, since we talked about LeBron, since we're both Lakers fans, I think I finally came back out the closet as a Laker fan. It's been a tumultuous 5-6 years. I think I'm fully out now. Man, your just outlooks on this postseason and what you see us going to do in the near future.
I still don't see us having what we need to be able to get past a Denver. Denver still got our number. OKC got our number. Spurs right now, but I like Austin Reeves getting back into the getting back into the flow. The two white boy tandems. White men can't jump, but they can damn near motherfucking hoop and shoot. Goddamn. So I'm loving this basketball right now, man. Shout out to JJ Redick, bro. JJ Redick is actually getting to show his coaching prowess. Now that we ain't running LeBron system no more. LeBron is being pretty much forced into that role of, hey, I'm 40, whatever, what have you. He is the what Clutch Sports, the Clutch Sports shit that ran his course, so he can't run to the thing and fucking blame Luka no more. You feel me? Especially that Luka killing shit anyway. So he finally falling in the way he need to be, man. But I think I see us getting possibly out of the first round, but I don't see it going no further than the second, unfortunately. Just being honest. As far as the future goes, hey man, hey LeBron, we appreciate your service, brother. One of the all-time greats. They're gonna give your ass a statue. I don't know. It's questionable if you deserve one. You're gonna be the only motherfucker in the world that's probably got 3 statues with 3 different teams. But yeah, man, hey, you got to get up out of here, brother. It was nice. It was nice having
you. You ain't got to go home, man, but you got to get the hell on out of here.
Definitely got to get the hell on up out of here.
No, man, how can I get back off that? Yeah, man, I think you hit a pain point with me, which is the Clutch Sport era is over. That's always been my problem from 2017 when the announcement was made that he was coming. I'm like, man, I do not want the circus to come. And I'll be damned, it's been like 8 years of circus with okay, we lose, blame player X. Oh, we bring in Russell Westbrook, which look at my channel. my second year of existence, I said, ain't no way, no how it's gonna work. Because Russell Westbrook can't shoot. He can't play off ball. There's no way. LeBron can't play off ball like that. Like, how is that going to work with two ball dominant players, one of which 6'3" and can't do nothing but drive to the basket, basically? Not going to work.
Hard as a motherfucker. Full
He drive hard to the
all
basket.
All he knows is one thing. Exactly.
He a pitcher who got one pitch. I ain't got no curveball. I ain't got no changeup. I ain't got no off speed. I got a fastball. That's it. That bitch coming over the plate, 99, 98, 92.
Hard as a motherfucker. Hey, that's the one thing. That fastball gonna be fast. That ain't gonna drop off much. I might go from 100 down to about a 97, but you gonna get this 97 the whole motherfucking time he on the mound, brother. You know what's coming.
That's all Westbrook got is a 98 mile per hour fastball. That's all he got. He doesn't have slow the ball down, work the offense, see what the best attempt is, get a good possession. That's not him. He signed the hedgehog, man, end to end. So I knew that wasn't gonna work. Then we go and we do. Oh well, the 2020. Listen, man, championships are championships. I'm not gonna sit here and say it don't count, because if the Spurs counted in 97, then that one with the lockout year. 99 against the Knicks. Last time the Knicks was shit. Yeah. So I got to count. You know, I can't say the 2020 don't count. Even though it felt a little cheap. It is what it is. But I mean, if that counts, this counts, as far as I'm concerned. But you know, with bringing the Dwight Howard and all that shit in, he can guard Jokic. I'm like, we were lucky we got him when he was young, and I'll take it. But going forward, I keep hearing, let's bring Dwight back for Jokic. I'm like, Dwight Howard, there's no team in the NBA who wants Dwight Howard. Like, I'm sorry, man. And he just recently retired. Good for him. But this idea of plug and play, that you're going to bring in a guy or so and we're ready to go with running the, like you mentioned earlier, the LeBron James system. It's just not, that's a pipe dream. And it sucks with learning the hard way with last year. We got put out first round by Minnesota. Year before that, put out first round by the Nuggets, winning one game. Year before that, getting swept in the Western Conference Finals, which to me was a fake Western Conference Final appearance, because we had no chance. We had no chance, man. We got hot at the right time. Like guys like D'Lo started just, playing out of his mind, and shout out to D'Lo for really getting it done. But then at the end of the day, it was a matchup disaster. So I think we lost 4-1 that series, or got swept 1-2. So I was just like, that's not a real, like, there's nothing to build off of, to glean like, okay, we just a piece away. So I'm glad we got rid of AD. We got Luka Doncic, so that's a guy for the future. So I just can't wait till the last part of the armor gets shed off to get rid of LeBron now. Him getting a statue is kind of wild with one championship, no MVPs with a Lakers jersey on. So I think people are saying that the longevity accolades with a Lakers jersey on, but I'm like, that doesn't mean shit. Like, that doesn't mean anything.
That's how they gonna play it, man. Like you said, he broke a lot of the records, the all-time records wearing the Lakers jersey. I think that's what's gonna definitely get him in there, and the one chip. So, it is what it is. I think the Lakers will probably definitely be the last one to put one up, right? He'll get one in Cleveland first and foremost. And speaking of that, where you think he ended up? You think he's gonna stay in Cali because they talking about Golden State trying to make a good run at him, or you think he gonna end back up in Cleveland next year?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I think it's gonna be Golden State or Cleveland, like you said, which makes now things change. And Golden State, like we just talked about it like 30 minutes ago, they have this penchant to bring old guys in and try to work that old guy product. Oh shit, that'd be right on brand, actually. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say that's a far-fetched notion at all for them to go all in and get LeBron. If nothing else, just for the financial windfall of having him over there, and the story he and Steph playing together. So that there's a lot of money to be made out of that. I think what makes sense, obviously, is Cleveland, because you get a chance to go back as your proverbial Trinity moment, where you go back to where you started, where you go where you celebrated. This is your year to everybody glaze you down for your last year. because and some people talking about he would retire this year. I'm like, listen, man. If anything I know about LeBron James,
Yeah,
this dude,
stop it.
every-
LeBron James is gonna have it. This nigga gonna have 2 farewell tours in one season.
Exactly.
Stop it.
Listen, that boy ain't gonna leave no meat on the bone. Pause
Yeah,
to get
none.
glazed the entire year. You trust me.
Yeah,
you will
no
know
way.
his last year. he will not. He one of them dudes that like when he leave when the game over, he gonna stand in mid court to wait for an ovation. He not gonna walk off the court. That nigga gonna force an ovation. He gonna force a cry moment. Like I'm telling you what this dude is, bro. So don't worry about that. I think next year will be.
Yeah, we all know it, man.
And I think if Bryce was a little better, maybe he would wait out to see if Bryce was coming. But listen, man, Bryce, in my opinion, Bronny stinks, and Bryce is twice as worse as Bryce. As Bronny. When it's funny because 4 years ago, Bryce was the better kid. That's crazy. But Bryce never got better. But I mean, listen, it's time. Who knows? But if we freeze it right now, that's my opinion. So we got one more question from SKC. He says, I got a question for both of you. What are your thoughts on the added steps, aka old traveling, which seems to be a non-existent call currently, or at least the times I used to watch? Yeah, no. Now I'll be simple and plain with my response, SKC. I don't know what travel is no more. I don't care to try to learn it. I don't care to know this gather and replace step and like I don't even. I gave up, bro. I gave up.
Yeah, man. They killing basketball so much. These kids starting to do that shit now, and they trying to do this in high school and shit, man. I blame James Harden, bro. They done ruined motherfucking basketball, bro. It is what it is. Like I said, and then you got some dude. I don't know who the hell this dude is on fucking IG. This nigga be doing dance moves, hop, skip, spins, double landing, single landing, and he's like, this is legal. I'm like, man, get this nigga out of here, man. Stop. Get him out of here, bro.
I hate it, man. I saw Harden. So I'm glad this never caught on. About 5 years ago, he had this one-legged three-point shot he was rolling out. I was just like, dog, bro, how about you just work on a mid-range jumper? How about that? How about that, James Harden? How about you work on a fadeaway post shot? How about that? Come up with all this. I mean, I got into it with one of my college teammates today, just on some friendly banter shit about him saying that he's better than D Wade. I'm just like, I don't know about that one. I get it. He got the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry, the MVP, and Wade don't. But Wade, as much as I dislike Dwayne on the personal side, but now D Wade was a championship performer twice over, 3 times over. Sorry. His first one was special, man. And basically,
that first one was one of the best finals runs for any player ever. And what was that? What 06? Was that 06? 06. 06?
07, I think.
06, yeah. And that's three years removed, bro, with a hurt Shaq. Remember, Shaq got hurt. So Shaq wasn't even that dominant in that final series because he ended up getting injured and shit. So that within itself, bro, James Harden has never performed at that level, bro, ever. He's never had a series to perform at that level. He never gonna see it. So, and then, like you say, from the defensive end, I think D Wade leads all shooting guards in blocks all time, right? I think he's the shooting guard leader in blocks. Clearly a lockdown defender, hard-nosed, bro. Like you said, man, just like both sides of the ball. Harden is phenomenal, crazy. You know what I'm saying? Offensively. But, you know, his biggest critique is he don't play no motherfucking defense. James Harden, his whole career in fucking Houston, motherfucking played not one lick of defense, bro. So come on, bro. We can't. Nah, that's crazy. One guy, like I said, got 3 rings, a finals MVP. He's clearly been the number one option. One thing you can't never say about D Wade is he choked. Even in the finals and shit, the playoffs they lost, hey, he just got beat, bro. He never fucking folded. I watched James Harden fold
several times.
Yeah, several times in the biggest moments, nigga. Fold. Like, no, sir. No.
Yeah, and I think that the last one that was the biggest one was 2019 when they listen, man. Chris Paul went down. I know how frustrating that could have been, but all you do is win one more.
One more.
All you do is win one more. Just get in your bag and have an unreal game. And James Harden had a terrible game. I think he was like 3 for 14 from three or something like that. The whole Rockets team shot 7 for 44 from three. And he laid down like a dog in the street, man. Like, and so I can't respect that.
And what made it so bad, remember Steph had a similar game like that in that same series. He had 3 points or something in the first half. He had like 3 points or some shit in the first half. Finished that shit with either high 30s or damn near 40 points, bro. Second half, motherfucker picked that shit up and turned it around. So yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think he had 3 or 0 points because I was at the sports bar watching it.
Yeah, 1 or 2, yeah.
He scored 30 in the second half, and they won the game. Yep. So I don't want to hear it. Like, also, I would say about 4 years previous when they had Josh Smith and Dwight Howard. I remember when they beat the Mavericks when they had Rondo. They told Rondo basically go home. That series. That's when Kevin McHale was the coach. The Rockets played better with James Harden on the bench, and I remember that's when McHale was telling people that he's not a leader. And then in that series, basically Josh Smith and Dwight Howard started doing that big to big connection. That's how they beat the Mavericks. And James Harden's on the bench. I have never seen a star player, a superstar player on the bench, and the team plays better deep into a playoff series. I've never seen it before in my life. I've seen James Harden do it, right? So ultimately speaking, and I see every year the flame out. This nigga, he unguardable during the season with that same old, right, left, hard left dribble, layup, finish at the rim.
Yeah.
Foul if you don't get the flush layup or yo step back three. It was nothing else in his bag. So I hate it in the season. Now I kind of feel bad for Rockets fans because they would call those touch fouls in the season. We all remember Josh Hart playing that signature defense with his hands behind his back because he don't want to get a touch foul. That's how you know it's bad, right? So he get those touch calls all season long, and then in the playoffs, the referees start swallowing the whistle, which is that happens in the playoffs. But it's like, why even give them that shit in the regular season then? Like, well, I know why, because you want an exciting storyline. But like from a basketball purist standpoint, like where's the continuity, right? So with all that being said, James Harden's career, not to take away from him being a hooper, because he definitely that. It's just a little gimmickish to me. So it's kind of hard for me to take him fully serious when we're talking about just a head-on comparison to D-Wade, a dude who's a hard-nosed player, who played both sides of the ball, was a prolific shot blocker to be only 6'4", who basically left nothing to desire on the court. He left everything out there. James Harden left a whole bunch of meat on the bone, game after game. So I just can't. I get it. James Harden is a more offensively accomplished player, but from the shit that actually matters, like winning and all, and defense and all that, I don't feel comfortable putting him over Wade. Maybe that's the old head in me.
I can't put him over D-Wade, bro.
Shit, maybe that's the old head in me. God damn it, we
that's these young motherfuckers. That's these young motherfuckers that don't even like defense at all, bro. They don't know nothing about motherfucking other side of the ball. All they know, like you said, is dribble, back step, side step, pivot, reverse, 2 more steps, then make a layup.
Yeah, that's fair. Like that's that Bill Murray on Space Jam. He's like, oh, I don't do defense. That's all the why is.
Exactly.
I don't do no defense.
Exactly.
But yeah, man. Good talk, man. Good talk, man. Any parting words, man, before we hit the dusty trail?
Hey, nah, man. Hey, appreciate you, bro. Always having great conversations, man. It's wonderful, bro. You don't know how refreshing it is to talk basketball with somebody that knows basketball, man. So I appreciate you, brother. All right, I appreciate you, bro. You just because, man, a lot of these takes, bro, I can't. Hey, I started pulling my hair out.
Hey, man, listen, man. I think one of my oldest cousins greatly dislikes me because I went off on him last Christmas about he called Michael Jordan a system player, and yeah, man, I lost it. I lost it, man. He's about 22. Never played basketball like that, but he's a very smart, erudite young man. But I'm like, bro, you way over your skis, bro.
Yeah, damn.
You way over your skis. But that's he is no different than a lot of these people you see in these podcast streets. That's why I stopped doing panels, because I can feel my IQ dropping per sentence. And yeah, it's rough, man. So to your point, again, that's why I bring you on here, because sometimes we disagree on shit. But it's like it's sensible disagreement. I'm not sitting here trying to argue that the moon and the sun are arguably as hot. You know what I'm saying? It's more like
Exactly.
it's more valuable to Earth. With them, I'm arguing which one is hotter. The moon or the sun.
Yeah,
So,
bro.
man.
Wild shit.
Yeah, understatement. So, all right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all hit the like button on the way out, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe if y'all new. I will keep these videos going, and y'all keep it locked, and I will catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.